Hey, my name is Lori Kilpatrick. Um, we had a birthday party and had a lot of people over this weekend, and we have a dog and a cat, and they were concerned that one of the children might be sensitive to pet dander, and they brought their children's Claritin. And I didn't say anything, but I offered to put some lavender on. She goes, no. I'm like, really? I can't put lavender on him? She's like, no. So I just explained to her how we use it and have used it with people who have an issue similar. And she's just like, no, thank you. And it kind of occurred to me that I'm not very good about sharing what I learned because I'm kind of tired of just people reacting without knowing the long-term effects of things. Or, yeah, it's easy to go and pick up a bottle of an allergy medicine, but what is it doing? And long term, is there a way to stop allergies? And I guess I believe, just like most of these people, that an allergy was an allergy and it meant your body couldn't handle it and that was that. But we found that that's not entirely true. So I just wanted to put out there that, there's another way. There's a way to support your body. There's a way to stop with the Band-Aids and just get down to the root of things. And it's not always fun and it's not always easy, but you wouldn't be alone if you didn't want to be. Now, I'm the type of person that likes to retreat, retreat, and go it alone, which isn't very healthy or good, but it's what I know and the only way I knew to stay sane while we were making these steps and progresses. But there is a ginormous peace of mind that comes with my shelves. And I have shelves. We've got the singles on one and the blends on the other, and a cabinet full of supplements, because I understand that in supporting my body, it'll do what it was made to do. And if I don't support my body, it won't. Um, my husband is a millwright, which is sometimes he describes it as being a large machine mechanic, I think is what he said. And a lot of times when you have these big pieces of machinery, it usually starts with a crack, like for real, a crack. There will be a crack, and then that crack will get bigger, and it'll cause for, I can't think of what they're called right now. It's not tremors, but and then there'll be shearing and there'll be compensation, and then it's just a big mess, which is why it's super important when you have huge pieces of machinery to double check and to make sure that everything's okay and to not just let things slide, because it can really cause a huge problem. And that's what he does for a job. He goes in and he fixes these things or constructs them from the beginning. But taking the time to do things right and to make sure that there aren't small cracks are how you keep a piece of machinery working for a very, very long time. And nobody's getting out alive. I mean, nobody's still alive that was here from the beginning of time. We all have a finite amount of time on this earth, but how hard it is kind of up to you. So I'm not a doctor, I'm not a psychiatrist, I'm not any of those things, but I have found that in being quiet and listening and paying attention and doing something before there's a shear, before there's a crack, before there's any of that, makes it so that you don't have to deal with all of those things. We didn't start this until just a few years ago, and in that amount of time, I'm just amazed at not only the changes, like physically, but also so much peace. Like, I have peace of mind. If something happens to my kids, I know there's things I can do. Reset a bone, yeah, go to the doctor. But you got a fever, maybe you should learn what a fever is. Like, a fever is a good thing in that it's fighting something off. And then, yeah, like, your body was made beautifully and perfectly made. And when things are happening around it, sometimes intervening causes more problems. If you sealed all of your pieces of machinery in oil, that might be really good for some parts of it, but it's just going to ruin other parts of it. And if you're trying to prevent anything bad from ever happening, kind of missing the point. I don't know. Anyway, I just wanted to say, there's another way. And if you've never heard that before, I just wanted you to hear that now. If you've got a feeling, or you've noticed that like prolonged use of some things are causing some other things, once you intervene, then they intervene, and then they have to come in and fix. And then there's going to need to be more intervention, because there's going to be another domino. There's going to be another issue, because the intervention that comes not from inside is going to cause for more interventions. So we're tired of interventions. We like things to just progress normally. And when something comes up, to be able to see what it truly is and to tackle it. And we're not perfect. Like, we understand that too much sugar or too much this or not enough that causes for fatigue or, you know, all sorts of things. Like, I have foggy brain when I don't support my brain, you know. I have heartburn when I don't support my digestive system, you know, when I let my circulatory system, when I stop supporting it, man, did I feel it, you know. I got tired and sluggish and all sorts of problems. But there's some very, very simple and basic things that anybody and everybody can and should do. And number one is to get enough sleep, drink enough water, exercise for 30 minutes every day, and eat real food. And if you're stuck on any of those things, then that's a great place to start. And you're never stuck. Never, never, no, never, not never are you ever stuck where you have been. Today's a new day. This hour is a new hour. This minute's a new minute. And you can. This second's a new second. I know, right? It can be. And you don't have to be stuck in any of the things that you were before. I'm not saying it's always going to be easy, because it's not, depending on how long, you know, like I have decades of some of my issues. And then I just get to make a choice every day whether I'm going to continue with the thing that was not serving me, or if I can try to strive towards one that does. And, you know, well, that didn't work. Well, that didn't work. Well, that didn't work. Well, that didn't work. Ha, found it. And that worked, you know? So if this is resonating with you at all, I guess, I don't know. Let me know. I got to go. We got to load up and get stuff, but I think I just needed to say it out loud. Yeah. There's more. There's so much more. There's so much more.